New York City traffic is broken. Every day, over 650,000 vehicles enter Manhattan. Streets clog up, buses crawl, and during peak gridlock, cars move as slowly as 4 miles per hour. That congestion isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. Emergency vehicles get stuck, deliveries slow down, and New Yorkers lose an average of 117 hours a year sitting in traffic. That's nearly $2,000 per person in lost productivity. So, in 2025, New York tried something radical. They started charging drivers to enter Manhattan. This is congestion pricing. Why it took decades to happen, how it works, and whether it's actually working. Manhattan was never designed for this many cars. Millions of people commute in every day, not just from the 5 boroughs, but from New Jersey, Connecticut, Westchester, and Long Island. And when traffic backs up, the entire city slows down. But here's the thing, most New Yorkers don't drive. The majority rely on public transit, especially the subway. And that system is old, over 100 years old. Outdated signals, limited accessibility, and climate-related disruptions have made major upgrades unavoidable. The MTA plans to spend $68 billion on capital improvements, including modern subway signal systems, new trains, elevators, and flood protection. One upgrade alone, communication-based train control, boosted on-time performance on the 7 train from a mere 68% to 91%. The problem? The MTA is broke. So the question became, how do you reduce traffic and fund transit upgrades? Congestion pricing places a toll on vehicles entering Manhattan south of 61st Street, excluding the West Side Highway and FDR Drive. During peak hours, most drivers pay $9. Off-peak rates are 75% lower. The goal is simple: fewer cars, faster streets, and more money for transit. But while the rollout feels new, the idea actually isn't. New York has been talking about congestion pricing since the 1970s. Mayor John Lindsay proposed tolling Manhattan bridges. It failed. Mayor Ed Cogg tried again. Also failed. In 2007, Mayor Michael Bloomberg pushed a full congestion pricing plan, and the state assembly killed it. What finally changed? The subway crisis. In 2017, Governor Andrew Cuomo declared a state of emergency for the MTA. Congestion pricing became the clearest way to fund massive repairs. The state approved the program in 2019, but legal challenges, federal reviews, and COVID delayed it for years. By 2024, it was finally ready, until Governor Kathy Hochul paused the program amid political backlash. Then came another twist. Fearing that a future Trump administration could cancel congestion pricing entirely, Hochul reversed course. The program would move forward, but with lower starting tolls, gradually increasing over time. And at midnight on January 5th, 2025, congestion pricing officially went live.
Here in New York, congestion pricing has gone into effect, the first of its kind in the nation. Drivers crossing into Midtown below 60th Street will be hit with a toll.
Is congestion pricing working so far? The answer is yes. Vehicle traffic inside the zone is down over 10%. Average speeds are up 11%. Traffic crashes dropped 14%. Subway ridership is up 7%. Long Island Railroad ridership is up 8%, and Metro North ridership is up 6%. Buses are moving faster, especially routes crossing into Manhattan. 311 noise complaints from honking have fallen by 70% inside the zone, and foot traffic is actually up. Additionally, a Cornell study has shown that air pollution has dropped 22% in the zone, and they've seen decreases across the 5 boroughs and greater metropolitan area as well. This effect is greater than seen in other cities that implemented congestion pricing, such as London and Stockholm, and is proving that vehicles are not being relocated and increasing emissions in other areas outside the zone. And financially, the program is already generating about $50 million per month and projected to raise over $500 million at the end of 2025. That money is going straight to transit upgrades, including the recently announced MTA projects of modern signals on the A and C lines and long-awaited cell service in subway tunnels.
Now to the good kind of commuter alert. You might notice a faster ride on the A and L subway lines this week. Today, the MTA added more weekday trains to those lines, reducing delays and wait times for more than 100,000 people. The increased service is part of a series of improvements to 13 subway lines with a price tag of $35 million state dollars.
Some critics say congestion pricing hurts working-class commuters, but data shows most people who drive into Manhattan are higher-income earners. Meanwhile, low-income drivers and people with disabilities qualify for discounts when entering the zone. Who are the biggest winners then? Well, those are the everyday New Yorkers who rely on buses and subways. By shifting costs towards drivers and investing in public transit, congestion pricing acts like a wealth-weighted user fee and a climate policy at the same time. New York State aims to cut emissions by 70% by 2030. Fewer cars in Manhattan helps to get us there. Congestion pricing isn't perfect. It's controversial, with federal pressure and lawsuits aiming to repeal the program. And it took half a century to become reality. But early results suggest it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Less traffic, faster streets, and a more reliable transit system. For a city built on movement, that might be the most New York solution of all. And it's now time for New York to take leadership to be a more sustainable and green city that the world can model itself upon. That's it for the video, and thanks for watching.